Do ads on Twitter work, or will you just be throwing away your money? Now, the whole reason I am making this video and will continue to make videos on Twitter ads is because I'm starting to actually believe in it. So I've been running ads on Facebook and Instagram since 2013 with my brother Jabril, and with the accounts that I work with him and other people, I've been in accounts where we spent over millions of dollars. So we've seen some results, we've seen some bad stuff, we've seen some good stuff, and we've done everything from personal finance to fitness, to travel, to personal development, to everything in between you could possibly think of. So I have quite a background when it comes to pay-per-click ads. Now, one of the biggest things that I heard when I was asking about Twitter ads or looking up Twitter ads is that it doesn't work. So I asked this to other marketers that I know, some people that are doing big numbers. I asked this in different groups on Facebook and whatnot, and I just asked other people I know that have been in the marketing space for a while, like, do ads on Twitter work, do Twitter ads work? And most of the response I got was either no or try something else. So when I ask people about Twitter ads, they're like, oh, you should go on Facebook, you should go on YouTube, you should go on Google, these type of things. But I wanted to try something else out. I wanted to try Twitter. But when I looked it up, so even when I didn't ask the question, I was actually researching myself. I was trying to find different courses and lessons and training on Twitter ads, but I really didn't see that much out there. So that's the whole reason I'm making this video, and I will continue to make videos about Twitter and Twitter ads. All right, so the first thing we have to do to determine if ads on Twitter are gonna work for you is your audience actually on Twitter? Is your audience using Twitter? And the best way to find that out is to log into Twitter. So if you don't have an account, create one, and then see if your competitors are on there. See if some of your competition have Twitter accounts and are active, they're posting and doing that. Search conversation topics. So if you're in fitness, you can search different fitness terms or maybe different bodybuilding things and stuff like that, and see if people are talking about this. And you can also search hashtags. So with a combination of this, you'll be able to see if there's actually people that are having conversations or pages that are posting about the certain type of industries that you're in. So if you actually do find this, if you find people talking about it, if you find your competitors, if you find these hashtags, that means that your market is on Twitter. Now, the next most important thing is if you are actually going to be running ads on Twitter yourself. If you don't use Twitter already on a regular basis, I would download it on your phone. So go to the App Store or Google Play and download it. Create an account if you don't have one, and make sure that you're in there so you're used to seeing the type of content that people are seeing on Twitter. Because if you're used to running ads on a different platform, it's not necessarily going to be the same type of content that people are used to seeing on Twitter. So if you're not already, I would highly suggest that you download Twitter on your phone and make sure that you're using it every day. All right, so now let's talk about the numbers. So when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to the amount of people that are actually using the platform, Twitter does not really compare to Facebook or to YouTube. So the king of social media, the king of the internet when it comes to usage would be Facebook. But let's keep in mind that Facebook consists of Facebook itself, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and a few other platforms that people use. So Facebook has 2.6 billion monthly active users. So this is the top dog when it comes to social media. Now, out of these three that we're talking about, YouTube comes in at second. So YouTube has 2 billion monthly active users with their platform. Now, coming in third with a number that is nowhere close to Facebook or to YouTube is Twitter with 330 million active monthly users. Now, with that being said, you might say, like, why would I waste my time if it's nowhere near the numbers that are on these other platforms? Well, you're really never gonna know what's gonna happen until you test. And I wanna go over what's been happening with me. So I've been currently running ads on Twitter for the last 3 weeks, and these are the results that I've been getting. All right, so the numbers that I'm showing you here is for a company that deals with personal finance, and personal finance is one of the most expensive things you can advertise when it comes to PPC marketing. And these are the numbers that I've been able to get over the last 3 weeks. So after $2,215 spent, I've had 5,000 link clicks, which comes out to be 43 cents a link click. And we've had about 350,000 impressions at about $6.33. Now, there's two things to keep in mind. With the impressions, I'm all of the ads that I ran were for conversions. So I wasn't trying to get video views or reach or anything like that. The whole goal was to get conversions. So if I were to do a reach campaign, the cost per impression would be a lot cheaper. And as far as the link clicks, there was a huge mistake that I made in the first week that I'm so grateful to have a rep at Twitter that actually helped me out. And I wasted a lot of money on these cheap link clicks, but once I changed it over, it wasn't that much more expensive. So it went from about under 25 cents to about anywhere from 50 to 75 cents a link click. And so after making these changes that my Twitter ad rep suggested, it was actually in profit from day one, which is not something we usually do with our company. So it has worked for us. Now, this is just a little snippet, a little bite-sized piece of all the stuff that I've learned over these past 3 weeks. I'm gonna continue to put different videos out. So I'm gonna talk about the transition from Facebook's interface and ads manager to Twitter, and getting used to the different terminology and all that different stuff. I'm gonna talk about the type of content that is best used on Twitter versus Facebook and Instagram or YouTube, and a bunch of other stuff that the information that I would love to have known before trying it myself and failing and doing all this different stuff. So if you're interested in this type of stuff, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. So if you want to make sure that you're notified about these videos that I have coming up, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're watching on Facebook, just make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.